So I was talking to one of my mentees today, and in preparing a message for this my mentee, I I realized it was something I wanted to share with everyone on the podcast. And today I want to talk about accumulation versus elimination. And I'll just get right to it. Someone out there needs to understand that your life gets better by elimination, not accumulation. Your life would only get better by the process of elimination, not accumulation. The problem is that a lot of us, we are scared to eliminate things. We've been taught to accumulate, but nobody gets better by accumulating. You get better by eliminating. That's why when you look at schooling, the only phase of your schooling life that determines whether you can become a professional is your university education, not your primary education, not your secondary education. And I'll tell you what the university education has over the secondary and primary education. The primary education might be a good foundation, but that's what it is. Foundation. However, if you want to build a profession, you cannot go solely on that foundation. This is what the university offers you. It offers you, for the first time in your academic life, the opportunity to eliminate every other thing and to focus on one course of study. When we were in primary school, you were learning arts and sciences at the same time, different subject matters at the same time, art, sciences, more social arts and things like that. There was no focus. Everything, you were accumulating knowledge. Same thing with secondary school. It started to be a little more elimination, but it was slight. There was a lot of accumulated knowledge till you got into university. And then you started to focus on a subject matter. And by focusing on this subject matter, you had to eliminate nearly every other subject matter and truly have a tunnel vision on one subject matter so that you can become a professional. This is exactly how life is. In life, your life would only get better. The quality of your life would only get better by elimination, not by accumulation. A lot of us are too scared to eliminate things from our lives. You are scared to eliminate people from your life. And this is what I was talking to my mentee about. Eliminating people. We are scared of losing friends. We are scared of saying, you know what, I don't want to continue to be friends with this person because we don't share the same values anymore. A lot of us are caught in the trap of time sunk. We've been friends for the last 14 years, for the past 20 years. We've known each other for so long. Time sunk. Things invested. I've given so much, they've given me so much. How can I just end it? But I'll have you know that relationships expire not because of conflict, not because of conflict. No. But because of a difference of values, a difference of vision. It doesn't have to be ugly. It doesn't have to be, and I'll come to this ugliness, but it doesn't have to be a personal thing that you walk away from a relationship. It doesn't have to be spiteful. It doesn't have to be spiteful. It can be insightful. A lot of us think walking away from a relationship is a spiteful thing. Someone has left you and you begin to spite them for leaving you. But that might be the most insightful thing that person can do. When you have insight, sometimes you have to eliminate some things. Sometimes the most insightful people are the people that seem to lose friendship. No matter how much time has been sunk in, they realize for me to move forward, I must begin to cut out some things. It's not personal. It's purposeful. It's not personal. It's purposeful. And as I said, it doesn't have to be ugly. It doesn't have to be ugly. It doesn't have to be. I've had friends that were friends from childhood and we just began to drift apart. And sometimes you need to lean into that because you realize you don't see life the same way anymore. That's fine. That friendship has expired. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's clarity. Nothing personal. It has expired. It was good while it lasted. But now it's becoming destructive if we continue to consume expired products. Expired products are not just in like actual consumables. Sometimes it's in your relationships that you continue to keep that has expired, friendships that have expired. When you keep it, it becomes destructive. Then it becomes spiteful. We must be ready to let go of relationships. Elimination. Learn to eliminate. And sometimes it has to be ugly. So I must say that too. I've already told you it doesn't have to be ugly. Sometimes you just drift apart. And it's a mutual agreement. Unspoken thing. We just don't hang around that much anymore. No ill feelings. But sometimes it's forceful. Sometimes it's ugly. Sometimes you actually need to stop picking calls. Sometimes you have to make it clear that you're not hanging around with them anymore. Sometimes you have to. Don't be scared of ugly. Don't be scared of ugly. There are a lot of thorns on the path towards purpose. There are. You need to lose relationships. You need to. It will happen. Elimination. Elimination. Sometimes it's ugly at the beginning, but later, you come to find out that, okay, they get it, you get it. It doesn't stay ugly forever. Hardly ever does stay ugly forever. When you tear away from something. And this is what a lot of business owners need to learn. There's one employee that is your golden boy, your golden girl. They're working in your place, but then they have some insight, some clarity about where their life is going. They will quit working for you. And it will be ugly. And I want to tell someone here that is an employee. You're working and your boss is so nice. He or she has been so nice to you. You can't deny it. They've been so nice. They've been good. They've helped you out personally with personal matters. They've helped you out. But now you have insight about a direction to go in your life. And this place you're working is an obstruction to that direction. You need to leave. A lot of us stay because we are afraid to hurt the boss that has been so nice to us. We are afraid of it getting ugly. So when you hint your boss, they already show a disposition of maliciousness, of not truly wanting to let you go from their heart. A lot of us are too concerned about getting our blessing to leave, in quotes, from our employer. We need to be careful as we seek blessings from an employer and miss blessings from God. We need to be very careful. Sometimes it needs to get ugly. You need to tear yourself away. Boss didn't like it. He told you, never call me again. He called you ungrateful, but you had to leave. Leave. It had to get ugly. That was the cost. That was a thorn on your way to purpose. Somebody needs to hear this today. That relationship will be strained for a moment. It doesn't mean that it is bad. Just like with exercising, your body would rebel when you start exercising. Your muscles will begin to ache. Your body will begin to tell you stop. It's a conflict between you and your body. Your body will scream at you with pain. Are you going to stop because it's getting ugly with your body? No. After a while, the body would adjust and begin to compliment you by looking more beautiful. This is what happens a lot of times with employers, employees. It gets ugly. I've worked in a place before where the top guy there left to another company. And the owner of the company was very upset. And there was a big rift between them because this was the golden boy of the company. For years, they didn't talk. But afterwards, many years later, this guy started becoming a personal consultant to the company. They became tight again. This time, they didn't just have an office relationship. They could visit each other at home. Their children started to know each other. It had to become ugly. Elimination is what's going to make your life better, not accumulation. You're going to have to lose some things. It takes courage to lose some things. I want to have you know that none of us were made for many friends. Many friends is an anomaly. A man that tells you he has many friends has little wisdom. It means the man cannot truly see, or the person cannot truly see. Oh, I have so many friends everywhere. That person is easily deceived and cannot see through people. Many friends is not a capacity for the human being unless we don't understand the meaning of friendship. Friends would always be few. Once you come to that reality of knowing it, you realize to allow a friend in, you need to let a friend off. Because that vehicle called friendship can only take a few. Can only take a few. I've come to realize this. Each of our lives, I don't feel our lives can take more than 5 to 6 people that we can call friends per time. That's what I feel at this moment in my life. 5 to 6. I won't be rigid about that number, but let's just work with that figure. 5 to 6 people per time. So if you think you have 20 friends, you are not wise. There's some lack of discernment in you. You can't see through people. 5 to 6 people. If you want to let on a 7th person, it's not going to happen. One person has to get off. If you want to let on 2 more people, 2 people have to get off. Elimination. Elimination is how we make progress in life. You would have to eliminate. Your life gets better through elimination. To get better at something, you need to eliminate activities. To get better, you must eliminate activities. A lot of you don't know what I've had to eliminate to do this podcast. To continue doing this podcast every day, I've had to eliminate so much. So when people tell me, oh, I love your podcast, it's so meaningful to me. It comes at a huge cost. A huge cost. Eliminate so much. But you only get better by elimination, not by accumulation. Your life gets better when it's lighter. You climb higher when you're carrying less. A lot of you are carrying too much. You're traveling too heavy. And that's because you are too emotional. Time sunk. Who are they to you? Oh, we grew up together. Time sunk. Things invested. But you must realize that there's expiry to everything. Elimination. I say this a lot. It's important to learn to say no. No is the ultimate mark of confidence. The ability to say no. Parents don't teach their children enough of that 2-letter word, no. It's a very strong word. No. A confident child knows how to say no. No, I'm not going. No, I'm not taking. No, I don't want this. No. It's a liberating word. A lot of us are enslaved by the word yes. Yes, 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 because we want to accumulate. Somebody who is ready to eliminate to get to their destination is able and willing to say no. No, I can't do this. No, I wouldn't do this right now. No, I won't show up. No, I wouldn't have the time. No, I wouldn't be there. No, you can't come. No, you can't touch me like that. No, you can't talk to me that way. No. No, you can't have it. No. No eliminates a lot of things. No brings clarity. Yes brings fatigue. Let your yes be a treasure. Let it be hard to get. Elimination. Our lives get better by eliminating things, not by accumulating things. I really feel someone needs to hear that today. I feel a strong need to share that with somebody today on the podcast. Be open to eliminating things if you want to get clarity. For some of you, that's the biggest clarity you're going to have. Eliminate. There's too much going on, too many things. Clarity comes by the process of elimination. Elimination comes a lot by saying no. No is a mark of confidence. People that know themselves say no. They know themselves. Very important. People pleasers say yes every time. Yes, 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 yes. But they're destroying their lives. I hope this gives someone clarity out there today. As you go into your day, as you continue with your day, as you end your day, depending on what part of your day you are in today, understand this, that it's always elimination versus accumulation. The impulse to accumulate can confuse us and crowd our lives. It chokes our lives and we are buried under a heap of accumulated things. The self is lost. Elimination reveals. Elimination liberates. Have the courage to eliminate things in your life that you know have expired. Have the courage to prioritize your progress and your purpose in life. My name is Tola T.A. Alabi, and this is the TA Podcast.